All right, hello again, everybody. Welcome to our next lesson here. This is the work of lawyers, 2019 to 2020. Objectives and standards. You will be able to understand how lawyers can help with legal issues, and you will be able to identify the professional standards that lawyers must follow. Right? Take a moment there to look over the standards again, please. Desired result, how can lawyers help in the legal process? How can lawyers help in the legal process? Background to lawyers. The United States has more than 1 million lawyers. 70% of lawyers work in a private practice, meaning they kind of work for themselves or work in some type of private organization with just a couple other lawyers. 10% work for the government or government organizations. A very small amount work for corporations, unions, or legal aid organizations, and very few lawyers are law professors, judges, or elected officials. Lawyers very rarely go to court. That might seem strange to us, right? But lawyers very rarely go to court because we see many TV shows, they're kind of in court always and talking from a judge or with a client or things like that. But again, very rarely do lawyers go to court. The typical work of lawyers includes giving legal advice, drafting legal opinions, and negotiating settlements. Lawyers who do go to court are called trial attorneys or litigators, okay? They're called litigators. Okay. People think they only need a lawyer when they get into trouble. However, the best time to contact a lawyer is before a problem occurs. Examples of when a person should contact a lawyer include, and again, these are just sometimes, not all the time, but selling or buying a home or real estate, beginning a business, family status change, such as divorce or adoption, establishing a will or planning an estate, accidents involving physical or property damage, such as car accidents, kind of in the background here you see, large contracts, or criminal charges or civil suits. Obviously, if you're being sued or you're suing someone, or if there's a criminal charge against you or you want to file criminal charges against somebody, that's an excellent idea to probably contact a lawyer for help with that. When a person is involved in a legal matter that involves a law, a legal document should be drawn up by a lawyer, okay? Some issues may be resolved without a lawyer, such as suing a person in small claims court. Sometimes you can go to court by yourself. Like I know, I know, pardon my voice cracking there. I know there are times when I've been to traffic court for different things, or family members have been to traffic court. You don't need a lawyer for that. You kind of just show up, you talk about the ticket or the things that you got. Yes, Mr. Sweeter has gotten a ticket in the past. But when you go to traffic court to try and fight a ticket or things like that, you don't typically need a lawyer for those things, right? You kind of just go and represent yourself and talk to the judge and, sometimes the police officer who was involved as well. Bar associations or organizations that license lawyers may provide guidance if a person should use a lawyer or not, okay? So you can also talk to them as well if you think you need a lawyer. Finding a lawyer. Okay, speaking of that, finding a lawyer. The best way to find a lawyer may be through a recommendation, okay? Ask family, friends, co-workers, bosses, or others if they know of a good lawyer for your situation. Sometimes they do, maybe they don't, but sometimes they might have been in a similar situation that can help you, okay? Most public libraries also have the Martindale-Hubbell Law Directory that lists most lawyers in the United States, their education, and their professional experience. Sorry about the crazy check mark there. Some lawyers also advertise their services through billboards, the television, the internet, newspapers, and the radio, kind of like what you see here. Okay, we've probably seen all these on the side of the road or on television or the internet or things like that. And again, bar associations can also provide information on lawyers as well. Now, questions to ask when looking for a lawyer. What is the lawyer's fee? Okay, does the client pay a flat fee, or are they charged by the hour? Okay, important things to understand and know. Are there any contingency fees, such as if the lawyer wins the case? Okay, what's the contingency fee? Is there a written fee agreement? What does the written fee say? How often are you billed? Okay, are you billed once a month? Are you billed every other week? Something like that. Are you billed at the end of the trial? Has the lawyer handled cases like this before? Okay, and what were the results of the case or the cases that they handled. You might find a lawyer that's in the area of auto accidents or personal injury, but if the lawyer doesn't have a good record winning those cases, you might not want to pick that lawyer, okay? Not to be smart or funny, but you want to pick a lawyer that obviously has a good track record, right? You want someone who has won a lot of cases to help you win your case. Will the lawyer provide you with copies of all correspondence and documents prepared? Are they gonna kind of, keep you updated on those types of things? And again, kind of repeat myself here a little bit, can the lawyer keep you informed of any new developments? You want your lawyer to, be in contact with you, let you know what's going on. Are there any changes? You don't want to walk into the courtroom and your lawyer says, oh, hey, I forgot to tell you about A, B, C, and D, sorry, we got to go with this now. You'd be like, what the heck? You're supposed to keep me updated. So you want the lawyer to keep you updated on changes and things like that. Meeting with a lawyer. When selecting a lawyer, a person should always meet with the person before they decide. You should never just, find a lawyer online and say, hey, they look great, let me just hire them, So when selecting a lawyer, a person should always meet with the person before they decide. A retainer or down payment of a total fee may also be required by a lawyer. So a lawyer might need you to give them like a down payment up front to keep them as your lawyer, okay? If the case involves personal injury, lawyers may collect a contingency fee. What this means is that the client is not charged by the lawyer. Like some lawyers will charge you by the hour or, have a set rate for, how many days they're on your case or whatever. But in a contingency case, or a contingency fee, I should say, the lawyer receives payment from part of the decision if they win the case. So let's say, hopefully nobody gets injured, but let's say you slip outside of a restaurant like Burger King and McDonald's on some ice, and the restaurant didn't put salt down, so you slipped and fell and you broke your, you broke your arm or you broke your elbow. Okay, something like that. My wife actually broke her elbow when we were dating, and it's not a fun thing, but let's say you slip and fall and break your elbow, okay, and you sue the store for not, or the restaurant I should say, for not putting rock salt down or for not shoveling the snow or the ice away, right? If you get a lawyer, the lawyer would then maybe, let's say McDonald's gives you $500 or something like that to help pay for your medical bills, okay? The lawyer may take part of that $500, okay, as part of the settlement. Okay, if that is confusing anybody, let me know. But they basically take some of your winning away from you. Working with a lawyer. An important part of working with a lawyer is the attorney-client privilege. Lawyers need to know everything there is, about a problem in order to help their client. Clients need to trust their lawyers and know that everything they tell them is between them. So attorney-client privilege. My father-in-law is a former defense attorney, and he does some taxes now. He's retired now, but he does tax work now. And when he would help me with my taxes before me and my wife were married, he would tell my wife she couldn't be in the room. He would say, hey, this is between me and you. Your, financial situation, I'm not going to share this with anybody else but me and you. So this is what attorney-client privilege is saying, hey, trust me, tell me what you need to tell me, and this information I share is between me and you. Now you can tell a lawyer, yeah, you can tell other people if you want to, but typically you tell, it's kind of like a secret almost, like what you're telling is between us, okay? And you have to trust your lawyer that they're going to keep that confidentiality, okay? It's a good thing to have. Now, professionalism for lawyers. Just like other jobs, there are certain standards of professionalism and conduct lawyers must follow. There's some of them here. You can take a look at them while we're going over this. But these are some of the rules that lawyers should follow, okay? I'll give you about 10 seconds or so there to kind of take a brief preview of them. Okay? And lawyers must pass an examination known as a bar exam, okay? In most states, which allows them to practice. So just like doctors take a test to become a doctor, teachers take a test to become a teacher, lawyers also have to take a test to prove that they know how to practice law and things like that. A lawyer who violates the code of conduct may be reprimanded, suspended, or disbarred. Disbarred means they can no longer practice law in that state. It means that they have done something really serious that goes against the code of lawyers, and they can no longer practice law in the state. Okay, closure. How can lawyers help in the legal process? Think about some of the situations when you should contact a lawyer. Think about some of the work that lawyers do, and that'll help you answer your questions. Hope you have a great rest of your day or night. Please let me know if you have any questions or concerns, and I hope to talk to y'all soon. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.